I had just finished boarding school and I came back to Hong Kong to live with my parents, and I said I won't go out for more than 1 month and then I'll stop going and drinking with my friends. And at the end of that time period, I was supposed to join a boxing gym, but I didn't. I kept going an extra month without going to the boxing gym. But one day I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck it, I need to go to this boxing gym. I know that it's really gonna change my discipline. I procrastinated until where I really liked this girl and we stopped talking. And that was just kind of like a snap moment for me to like pick it up to the next level. The next day I went, even though I didn't get anything done all day, I hadn't really been uploading. But when I got there and I just started doing the work, like all this fear slowly started to disappear. I was terrified about going to this boxing gym. I'm not athletic, bro. I'm like this big fucking clunky, clumsy dude. Like it's gotten a shit ton better, obviously. I've been at the boxing gym for a while now. After the first day, I hadn't said much, but I just said hi. I'd forced myself to say hi to a few people. I was very nervous, filled with like a bit of anxiety. But at the end of that first day, I just felt so good about myself. I was like, I just took that step, bro. It was such a small moment, but over the within 2 weeks, like he's seen me there a few times and he's like, yo bro, you're low-key like the most social person in this boxing gym. Within like 2 weeks, I'd become made super good friends, and I was terrified of joining. I thought, oh, my athleticism, oh, people will judge me for this, I'm not that good at boxing yet. But people saw me turning up like really regularly. I was uploading really consistently. I felt really good about myself again. I remember still when I was sitting down and I said hi to this guy on the first day I was there. And I still remember like a few weeks ago, he's like, yo bro, come, can you bring me out with you? I'm gonna tell you some insanely niche and like tips that you've never thought of that can really help you for somebody who's not naturally social. I kind of got bullied at high school. I did not have a good time. And that was only a few years ago, and I feel like I've changed so much. I'm Finn. I help young guys make good friends. Subscribe if you like social skills content. I have so many videos on this topic. Let me get into this. I was during skipping at the boxing gym, we're all skipping, and my friend says something. He says this one sentence, and in my mind, these words pop up of, what should I say? I came up with a joke. The words were there in my mind, and I didn't want to say them. And then I said it anyways. I was like, fuck it, let's just say it. It came to your mind. I said the joke, and everybody in the gym was like dying laughing. Obviously, it helps when, you're around good people at the boxing gym. It's a good environment. But a lot of the time, words will pop in your mind. And usually that's the right thing to say, unless there's nothing heinous, right? But even some really strange jokes have been working. For me, at least, when, you've improved your gut feeling. Because some of the boys make some sus jokes at the gym, right? But even when those jokes pop to my mind and I say them, it's funny. It's just that when you're trying to forcefully think of a joke, it's really hard to be funny. It's something that has to come. It's something that comes to your mind, and you just need to say it when it comes to your mind. Eventually your humor will refine. If you keep saying things that come to your mind and nobody laughs, just say, oh, not everybody at once. That's a funny joke. Everybody finds it funny that, you can take the piss out of yourself. I don't want to overcomplicate it. The main point was just say the jokes that come to your mind. It really makes a difference. You'll be surprised how funny you suddenly become. And when you make a bad joke, it's not that deep, bro. Yeah, someone didn't laugh at your joke. It doesn't really fucking matter, right? The next lesson I want to share with you, the guy who came to the races with me actually, who's become my good friend. I still remember within the first week where I sat down next to him and I was talking, and it felt like he always had so much to say to everybody else. Everybody except me. But what I did is I would just sit down, ask him a few questions, tell him a little story, and he wouldn't really say too much to respond with a lot of the time. He was quite quiet. And maybe in hindsight, I know he was dealing with some romance problems or something like that. But at the time, I just was completely chill with him not answering my questions. Because being silent in a conversation is chill. It doesn't mean they don't like you. It's chill as long as you realize that there's a proper way to think about whether someone likes you or not. I'm going to explain that now. When I was sitting down with him, randomly, one day, after a few weeks, he's like, yo, we should go to the races together. And it was because this whole time I'd assumed, oh yeah, he likes me. Even when the conversations were short and quiet, when he seemed to laugh a lot more around the other boys, but then say something to me here and there. After a little while, I just realized that he actually did like me. He just wasn't as close to me. And that's why I think you should assume that everybody likes you and be friendly to them. Because if somebody doesn't like you, but you still are super kind and friendly to them, you have good social skills, and you're like, hey man, how you going? What kind of dickhead is gonna hate on that kind of guy? Like, you're being a friendly guy and someone's hating on you. You probably didn't want to be friends with them anyway. So just assume everybody likes you. Be polite. Don't cling around anybody. Like that. There's a difference between assuming everybody likes you, being comfortable to like do your own thing in the gym for an hour here, but like trying to talk to everybody. There's a difference between that and like assuming, oh yeah, he thinks he's my best mate, and you follow him around. Don't do that. That's like the clear the little boundary line. Like, as long as you're just friendly and you chat to everybody, and you just like in general you assume you're like you're wanted there, and you're kind, then it's pretty easy. Like, the people at the boxing gyms are so much nicer. You probably have to worry about this way more at school. So if you're a socially anxious guy, the best advice for you to take is actually to just assume everyone likes you, because you're probably already so much of an overthinker, you'll realize if someone doesn't like you anyways. In fact, you're probably way too far on the overthinking side. Honestly, the first week I was at this boxing gym, I don't think I said more than like 50 sentences. It was just like, I would speak, but it was always responding to somebody. It was always like, I would start a conversation and just say, hi, nice to meet you. And like, just the first week, I was so nervous. I was scared I was being judged the whole time. By the second week, bro, it was all jokes. Like, you're with the boys, they don't judge you. They know like, oh yeah, like they probably know I'm not like super athletic, but like I'm just a funny, chill guy working, doing my thing. And honestly, I realized a lot of people on like the social skills niche will say, yo, you need to make sure you're social. And I was thinking about this the whole time. I was like, I'm the social skills guy and I'm still going to boxing training super quiet. But since I know what I'm talking about, I said in my own mind to myself, it's okay to be quiet. It's completely chill, bro. It's normal. You're at a new boxing gym. You're not as good at boxing as these other guys. Like, it's okay to be like a little bit scared in this environment. You're at the fight team training, like, so the guys there are quite advanced. And honestly, I just allowed my mind, you don't need to be like super social the first week. Just like start a few combos, be friendly with everybody, and give it some time. And after 2 weeks, when I started talking to more people, it all started coming together. Like what's the word? It felt like just one day I went and all of a sudden it was really easy to talk to everybody. Maybe there was a turning moment that I can't remember, but it just like, I just got comfortable enough going to the gym where like I found it easier to be social again. It's like when you talk to your best friend. You're not worried about what you're saying around him, and it's really easy to talk to him. Even sometimes you sit together, say nothing. That's the point that I got to with a lot more of these guys. And now it gives me something I really fucking look forward to every day, to go to the boxing gym, it's literally just a big hangout, bro. The gym that I'm at, it's just like one big hangout, because I mean, the perfect thing is there's a lot of boys my age who go to this specific training time. And so obviously there's a few circumstances that have gone in my favor. Like we had mutual friends outside of the gym, but we didn't know about that until like a few weeks after, 1 week after they got my Instagram. And like at the start, it was basically like I didn't know anybody and I was just this random dude. And all of a sudden I'm there, I'm friends with them. I'm literally going right now to go to the boxing gym with them. And they like my videos, they comment, they're really supportive. One of my friends helps me film. These are some of the best friends I've met in months, and I've met a shit ton of people. And I really recommend going to the boxing gym for this. It really makes me more locked in, and that's one of the reasons why recently I quit my job, because it was during these like fight night trainings, which was really grounding me in my goal of trying to become a massive YouTuber, help people socially, helping them socially live an amazing life. Because I think that going to the boxing gym, like I went there to make more friends and give better advice about making friends. But I actually just had a way better time in my life. I just became happier. That's why I fuck with what I'm doing so much, because I think being social is one of those things that some crazy social event, like circumstance can happen. Like either I join a boxing gym or I say hi to a random girl, and this girl might be like a fucking millionaire and give me a job. Going to the boxing gym might introduce me to this one guy who's a pro boxer who gives me this one specific piece of advice that is the key to solving my channel. That's what I love about social skills. You can do the possibilities are really, really fucking high. And I'm starting to see this when I meet influencers. Some guy with 1 million Instagram followers follows me now. He got me on his YouTube vlog regularly getting 400k views. Like, these opportunities just start falling out the sky when you start to work harder and you're super social, you speak to everybody and you take opportunities. And I think this is the absolute best way to improve your social skills. I've been to other boxing gyms in Australia. I mean, honestly, every boxing gym I've been to has been like a success. Like, they're all nice. The main thing is just to try and find the boxing gym with your age group. I think that's, and your mother tongue language. Like, this is an English speaking boxing gym. And so I really recommend everyone does this. If you want me to mentor you, I'm going to give out about 10 spaces for mentorship. Right. This is like pretty much the first time I'm announcing it. The offer is basically what I've decided on for now is, if you're a really awkward guy, within a month, I guarantee you're going to make a friend. I guarantee it. And if you don't, I'll give you a full refund. But for now, just click the link in the description and we can have a chat. Maybe we can sort out like a price range, or like whatever it is, like your goal, I can speak to you on that. I'm really keen to work with some people one-on-one again. I haven't done it for like a year, but I have 3 successful stories of people completely changing their social life. And dude, we can make an arrangement. If you don't get to where you want to be, I'll give you a full refund, because I understand I'm a small YouTuber right now and I have social proof, but maybe you don't know enough about me to know like how good I am at this topic. So click the link in the description to book a free call with me, or send me a message on my Instagram account, and we can discuss this. I hope you have a great day, bro, and take care of yourself. Go join that boxing gym. It will change your fucking life.